Is Eternal Return dead? How do I master Eternal Return? Why do I die to bears? I'm going to be answering the most burning questions surrounding the game we all know and love. From hidden strategies to tips on climbing, you'll be armed with knowledge to rise above your competition. This is answering your most searched Eternal Return questions. What's poppin', everyone? It's your boy Levi, and we're going to be starting off with some YouTube questions. We have the most basic of questions: how to play Eternal Return. It's kind of the catchphrase at this point, but Eternal Return is a free game on Steam and the Microsoft Store. But that's probably not what you meant. To learn how to play Eternal Return, it's best to break the game down and learn its individual concepts. Looting, farming, transitioning, and fighting are the core mechanics to Eternal Return, but everything changed when the Fighting Nation— sorry, wrong script. Once you get the hang of these basic concepts, you'll find yourself performing a lot better in games. How to get better at Eternal Return? As stated earlier, break down the game into its core parts in chronological order. I know fighting is the fun part, but it doesn't make any sense to focus on what matchups your character has when you can't get past day one. Start with looting and learn about distributions and how to move through each zone. When you can consistently get your build online by the start of night one, then move to combat. Closer to the release of the game, I plan to make a video about how I would relearn Eternal Return if I could. Subscribe so you don't miss that when that comes out. How to level up fast. I'm going to assume this means leveling up in game rather than your account level. You level up by gaining mastery while on the island. There's all different types of mastery: weapon mastery, which comes from fighting; craft mastery from building items; search mastery from looting; move mastery from visiting different zones. All these work to build your overall level. If you have a significant level advantage, you're likely able to win fights, even if you have less transition items. The best way to make sure your mastery is high is to make sure you move around the map with purpose. Everything you do in game should be for a reason, whether it's to craft an item, contest an objective, or take some hunts. If you're moving around the map aimlessly, that's just lost time you could be leveling up with. On the off chance that you do mean leveling up your account, honestly, that doesn't really do that much. After recently being changed to level 30 from level 20, you're enabled to play ranked modes. But that's really it. You'll gain more XP from completing missions on the main page of the client. You'll notice that a lot of older players are around level 200, but it all really doesn't matter. It just gives you abundance of Acorn. Go at your own pace and make sure you're learning the game rather than trying to increase your account level. How to play insert character here. Join the Character Hub Discord. I'll leave a link in the description, but it's a Discord where the top English speaking players of each character have a channel. In that channel, you can get tips on how to play the character, what builds and augments to use, talk with community members who also play that character, and learn about strategies. If you're not the social type, don't worry. The Discord is very welcoming, but you can also go to a website like dac.gg, hover over leaderboards, and click masters. Then just pick the character you want and filter it to the mode you play. I recommend watching replays from the highest ranking player of that character so that you can see what they do in game. And let's move on to Reddit. I want to highlight that Eternal Return does actually have an active subreddit. I personally am not a Redditor, but there are active members of the community who post on there. I wanted to answer a personal question for the first one. Who is your main and why? I'm currently a Razzie main and have been since season 1. Although I did start with Aya, Razzie fit my playstyle of close range characters that like to dance around and fight. It felt comfortable for me to play mechanically, and I could focus more on learning the game without having to think of what my character does. Why is my inventory full all the time? We call this inventory booming, and there's a number of reasons for it. The common cause of this is for new players that grab environmental materials before they're needed, or you didn't grab one when it was needed. Take a look at your build. If you have Circlet in your build, which is built from headband and branches, there's no real reason to collect those branches until you're in the zone for your headband. Same with glass pane. No reason to grab rocks if you don't have bottles yet. Alternatively, if your items are full and you have bottles and glue in your inventory, you probably should have grabbed rocks by then. Now, this is just a guideline for newer players. As you get more advanced in the game, you might want to ignore this rule to save time. Grabbing rocks or branches along the path you're walking is much quicker than going out of your way into the zone that you'll find the components in. I would only recommend it if you're comfortable with the game, or at a bare minimum, comfortable with your build. The other reason why your inventory is booming could be because you made your own route and don't have knowledge of routing. If you made a route that uses one steel or one iron sheet or one oilcloth, you'd probably run into this problem. Both of these have 2 pieces when crafted. Unless you're turning the extra one into another item or drop one, they just sit in your inventory. And if you need all your items and you didn't mess up your routing or build, it's best to drop your SP or your food than a crafting component. Other players are less likely to run up and steal your food on the ground compared to your electronic parts in the early game. What does buying the battle pass do? The battle pass gives you a boost and cosmetics each season. It doesn't actually affect anything stat related in game, and it's purely to enhance your enjoyment of the game. If you click on the battle pass tab in the client, you'll see the pass from levels 1 to 100. You'll level up the pass regardless if you buy it or not, and anything with a free symbol underneath means you'll get it without buying the pass. Anything without the free symbol means that you'll need to purchase the pass to get it. You can switch between different seasons battle pass with 300 100 NP on the left side. To see everything that's in this season's Battle Pass, click the card above for my video going over all the new cosmetics. And finally, wasn't this game supposed to die? No, the game is not supposed to die, but it is on a dying trend. What this question was referring to was the announcement of the South American server shutting down due to a low player base count. However, the community rallied against that decision and saved the server. Currently, we need more players, and specifically in non-Korean regions, although any new players are always welcome. A lot of us, myself included, have put a ton of time into this game and want to see it grow. I truly believe ER is a fun game, with a unique concept, and tons of players will enjoy it. Hopefully, by the release of this game, we'll have a pretty strong player base. Currently, for 2023, we are on an upward climb again. Thank you so much for watching if you made it to this point. I hope this helped anyone who had questions about the game. As always, feel free to leave any questions you have in the comments below, and I will be around to answer them. I'm here to help, and there's no stupid question. Click and subscribe if you're enjoying Eternal Return, and be sure to click the video in the end card for more content that you might enjoy.